Hey guys, I am back and I took a few moments to try to process how to break down being paid for your advice and just adding this as a revenue stream. It doesn't have to replace what you love to do already. It just changes the game for you when you start to do a little bit of consulting. And I love to look at it as consulting because coaching has such an empowerment and emotional piece tied to it. And the consulting is pretty much, it's clear cut. What's the scope? What's the milestones? What's the duration? What is the pay? And a lot of times if someone has a goal they're trying to hit, that's what they want, right? And so if someone is looking for that coach, it involves a little bit of something different versus, because you may consult somebody to come, you may contract somebody to come consult you to go build something, right? And so they're going to tell you the steps. It's clear, cut, and dry. Coaching you to do it means being a part of the activation of a thing, in my opinion. And so I didn't have the capacity for coaching at certain seasons, and I didn't mind the consulting aspect. And so from consulting, the reason I say if you are good at what you do, and so many executives and entrepreneurs and people just in the world are true experts. They are a mastermind at what they do. Consulting is just that thing that allows you to share that knowledge, be paid for that knowledge. Your time is protected. You have a certain amount of time. And I guess one of the best examples of this is an attorney. An attorney knows that their value is in their knowledge, and they are trained to know what that rate would be to get on the phone and tell someone, oh, this is how you avoid that fee. This is how you avoid going to jail. This is how you can get, this person out of jail. And we give it that value because it's the thing that we want. It's no different. When you see your advice and the value it makes, then it's going to be easy for you to say, hey, by the way, I also offer consultations. My consultations start at $200. My consultations are $500. What does that person get? And, sometimes when people look at certain people's fees, they say, oh, that's a scam, that's a ripoff, they're not worth that. But this example is important because someone contacted me to consult them. They owned 2 brick and mortar businesses. They wanted me to fly to them, do a site walkthrough for both businesses, and tell them how to save hundreds of dollars every month and also increase sales for both businesses in one weekend. I'm able to do that. I'm able to over deliver on that. And if I say, well, we can sit down and you can pay me for that 2 hours to sit down and go through everything, plus my travel, then if my rate was $250, then I would end up with $500, and they would pay for my plane and my hotel, right? But that's not how it went, because I had to think about my time away to get on the plane, childcare for my children or family to help, the things I need to travel, the wardrobe that I need to be comfortable and do this well. I'm not going to just throw on my sweatpants. The parking fees at the airport or transportation for Uber, the fee for the car, the fee for the hotel, the fee for my food, and what else I could be doing with my time and making money. So what is that full day worth? What is that full weekend worth? And when I walk both of these locations and help you save hundreds of dollars and increase your sales by thousands of dollars every month, that's for a lifetime of your business. That's not for a 2-hour session, and I understand that. So even taking somebody from, let's say they're making $8,000 or $10,000 in their business, by the time you get involved with your knowledge and you restructure what's going on, you identify the issues, you identify the opportunities that are being missed, and you help that person, they may walk away with, let's just say, an extra $3,000 a month for the lifetime of their business. So when you start to think about the value of that, you don't break it down necessarily by how long it takes you, because you take into account how long it took you to get the information and what was the expense attached to that. So was that a 4-year degree, an 8-year degree? Was that certifications? Was that traveled and being away at certain events to learn and network? Was it mistakes in your own business, or your own industry that you did it the wrong way for a year, you learned from it, you leveled up? What is the value now when you, as the expert, with all that you've invested, what you can do in a weekend for that person is different than what Shaquan or Sally or Mike can do. You got to know what you can do. You got to know what you being involved is worth, right? And so it really wasn't even a lot to earn $7,000 or $8,000 when you really look at it today. But I wasn't trying to charge this person $100,000 to help them, but I did charge $8,000. And I remember when I charged, it was about $7,900. When I gave that as an option, because I gave them 3 options. One option was, we could kind of talk over the phone, and that would be like $1,200 or something, no travel fees. We could kind of talk over the phone and make things happen. And there was something in the middle, but then I was like, am I ready to offer this? What am I worth? What is my time worth? I have bills that are due. I have so many other things I need to be working on or focusing on, and I can't keep playing around. And so I just put option 3 on there. I was like, if you want me to come, I'll come. We'll make this happen. We'll sit down. I'll do everything I need to do. I can look at everything for myself. She paid that without a breath. And I remember standing in my kitchen saying, oh my God, I've been assuming that everybody's in the same bracket with the same situations, the same challenges, and moving the same way. And they're not. They're really not. That particular person had a really nice financial portfolio, was working on 2 businesses. They weren't doing that well. Everybody, when they invest in something, they want it to work. They want it to do well, but they want someone that has a background in it, who knows what they're doing to help them save time, help them save frustration, pain, challenges, and all that. And she wanted me. And of course, I'm good at what I do, right? And so when you know that and you give options, you just move differently. Right? And so that doesn't mean that the next person who needs that help and they don't have $8,000, that I'm just not going to help them. But at least knowing the difference I could make, it just started me down a different path. It just started me down a different path, because once I come that next month, if you went from $8,000 to $14,000 the next month, you've almost just gotten your money back for the investment with me. And so you have to look at it that way. It's not always based off time. Some roles are based off time. Administrative roles sometimes can be based off time, because it's pretty straightforward task. But when you go into strategy, you go into consulting, when you're not just saying a cookie cutter checklist for everybody, when you're customizing, it took you years to be able to do that. And the brands that bring us in understand that. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys.